Hello, my journal. It's been a very, very long time. I don't remember how I used to do these. I'm so nervous. My heart's beating so fast. Um, yeah, it's been a while. I haven't really had much of a reason to not do journals. I just didn't feel like it for a while, then kind of forgot. And then I just took a shower and I was like, it's been a while since I've done a journal. Maybe I should do a journal. I'm in a very different location. Two things that are different right now are: one, obviously different room. Two, my hair is a little bit curly because I got a perm a couple weeks ago. It was not worth it. It was way too expensive. So I don't know about never again. I like how the curls look, but I need it to be done for cheaper. My little sister's doing hair stuff in high school and doing like cosmetology. Is that what it's called right now? And so I told her that she's gonna do my perms for free in the future. And if she charges me, then I don't know, I'll threaten her or something. I'm her brother. I can threaten her if I want. Hi, if you're watching. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna dox you on my journals. Although I might have done it in the past already, but oops, if that happened. So what's some things that have happened? I don't even know when my last journal was. It must have been like 2 weeks ago. I have this rigged up very like weirdly, because I would normally use this, but I left the attachment for my phone about 500 kilometers away from where I'm currently staying. So yes, I'm Canadian. I use the metric system. But I want to go to my YouTube studio because I want to see when my last one was. It's been a while. 130 days. That's like over 4 months. Whoopsie daisy. Oh wait. Yeah, no, I think that was my last one. Wow, that's been a while. But yeah, so I just have this like on a monitor. I guess I should talk about my current living situation. Do I go in chronological order? Do I go in order of events that happened? Well, I guess, okay, right now I'm currently staying in a basement suite in the same city I go to university, but it's summer, it's vacation right now. So why am I still here? Why am I not home? Because I went to Scotland. I know I was talking about that in some of my previous journals, but I'm trying to make contact with the camera now because I just realized I've been looking everywhere wrong. But yeah, I went to Scotland for the course. That was a lot of fun. I went with a bunch of other people in the linguistics department, a lot of other people on the linguistics committee, which was great. It was a ton of fun. And then I was supposed to be in Ecuador right now, but I was feeling kind of homesick. I was feeling kind of down. I was not doing too great mentally near the end of the Scotland trip because we were doing lots of driving, lots of traveling. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay back from the Ecuador trip, from the Ecuador course. And so that happened. So now I didn't go on that. So now I'm just staying home working. But my car has been having troubles, or not like having troubles per se, but like it sounds a little bit sketchy to drive. And I don't know anything about cars, so I don't know if I can drive like 500 kilometers, which is like maybe 300 miles. I don't know. 500 kilometers in miles. Yeah, about 310 miles. And so I don't know if I fully trust it. So I'm waiting until I can save up some money from working to get it checked out so that I can drive home. Because right now I'm still living out of the same suitcase that I went to Scotland with, which is only like a couple outfits, a few things. Like I'm really glad that my ADHD brain was like, yo, bring lots of stuff to do when you go to Scotland. So I like I brought a drawing book. I brought a bunch of like hockey balls that I use for juggling. That's what I'm like fiddling with beneath the screen, just because I've always fiddled with something during the journals, whether it's like a ring or I don't know what else I might have fiddled with in the past journals, but you see me like earlier when I dropped a ball and then I like, because I had to catch it. Because I have insane reflexes, cat-like reflexes. What was I talking about? Ecuador. The fact that I didn't go. So right now I'm just working, saving some money. Well, not really saving money. I spent a lot of money in Scotland. It was an issue. I looked back because you see books right there. There's Song of Achilles. There's 3 books there, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more books. I bought about 13 or 14 books in Scotland, between 12 and 14. Or not just Scotland, in the UK in general, because we went to London first. And I spent a lot of money on books, which I love books. But when I got back to Canada, I read something completely different. I didn't read any of the books. I'm like halfway through Song of Achilles. This one right there, that's why it's right next to the bed, because I like read that one every once in a while. But I was just like reading a manga. And then I finished that, and it was like fantastic. The ending wasn't great. Felt pretty rushed, but that's kind of typical in like manga and stuff like that. But it was great. So then I like that like hole in your heart when you like finish something that you've been watching or reading for a while, or just like when a story wraps up ever, then like that feeling that you get. I felt that for a couple days. I do want another haircut though, just because like I don't like having my hair in my eyes. It was such a problem in Scotland because my hair was like down to like maybe here, and like it was just always in my eyes, and it was like super straight and flat, so it was just like in my face all the time. I have so many pictures of my hair just like in the way. But I want to grow it out more. I want it to be, I don't know, because I have a terrible hairline. My hairline goes up to like here, because I got a widow's peak going. I go so I like my hair covering my forehead to cover my hairline, but also like it's annoying in my eyes, so I need to find like a middle ground. Right now it's not too bad actually, as long as it's not like poking me in the eyes, and I don't really care. But yeah, so now I've just been working. I'm just doing some like data organization, and like I don't know exactly how to explain it, because I guess it's not really organization. I'm like taking transcribed files or like transcribed audio files, and like making sure they're compatible with different kinds of softwares that linguists use. So that's a lot of fun. I like tinkering around with different softwares and stuff, especially when it like actually has a purpose. So I have been making some money. Last week I was lacking a lot of motivation. The week before I was like, I'm gonna start working next week. I want to get in full-time hours because I need to save money, because I need to fix my car, because I want to go home and see my family. I want to go home and because I don't have like, most of my stuff is just not accessible to me right now, which is fine, but it's just like I wish I had access to my PC, because I have people that I want to play games with, and I have like, I don't know, this is the okay, this sounds like really bad and like I'm addicted. I kind of am addicted to my computer, but like I haven't been away from my PC for this long a time since I built it like 5 years ago. Like I've always had access to it, and now I don't, which is a good thing. I say upwards inflection like as if I'm like questioning it. It is a good thing because I am addicted to playing video games, but also I like playing video games. I don't want to play more video games. I love video games. I love video games. But like I still have my laptop, That's what I've been doing most of my work on. Oopsie. I forgot I had this little hub thing plugged in so that I can use a mouse because I hate using trackpads. Laptop trackpads suck. What else? What else do I have to talk about? I've been doing lots of skateboarding recently. I love skateboarding. I bought a skateboard in Scotland. That was expensive to bring back, but I now have 2 good skateboards. So like, I have a couple friends that are learning how to skateboard, and before they were just using like a cheap $30-$40 Walmart skateboard that I bought for them to use, which is horrible. You can't turn on it. The deck is super like weak, which I guess doesn't really matter because they're not going to break it if they're new. But like, it works. It worked for them to practice with because they're like brand new. But now they have an actual good skateboard to use, which is nice. I'm going skateboarding again. I want to go today, but I don't know if I'll have time today because I'm not done working. I've only worked for about an hour today. I want to do about 3 more hours, just so that I can reach like 15 hours this week, which I gotta get back to that train of thought. I wanted to work full time last week and I've been having my motivation issues. So I worked 7 hours on Monday, and then 4 hours on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I didn't do anything. And I was like, I'll make up for it tomorrow, and then I didn't do anything, and then I didn't do anything. And so last Thursday, Friday was like probably the lowest point in my entire life. I was feeling bad. I was doing bad mentally. But now I'm good. Now I'm feeling great. Hence me doing the journals. I tend to only do these journals when I'm feeling motivated. Or at least like after the last few breaks, I can only like start up the journals again when I'm feeling motivated, which might not be a good thing. No, I think it's fine. Because it's not like direct correlation. Like when I'm feeling super motivated, I can do the journals, but it's not like when I stop doing the journals, that doesn't mean that I lost motivation or that I'm feeling down or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, it's weird correlation causation thing. If I stop posting journals, that doesn't mean I'm in a bad spot, so don't worry about that. But I think it does kind of correlate because when I start doing journals, that means I just got out of a bad spot. So I say this every time, I want to do them more consistently because they're fun. I like just talking, I like just rambling. But there's times when I guess what really makes me stop doing the journals, I've been holding that forever as if I was going to take a drink. What really makes me stop doing the journals is like, I feel like there's nothing that I have that's worth sharing. Which it's my own journal, so why do I feel like that? Why do I feel like there's nothing worth sharing? This is mainly for me to look back on in the future. So I don't know why I'm like, oh, there's nothing worth sharing. If I'm just gonna like make a 5-minute video of like, this is what happened the last day or the last couple days, and what's gonna happen then. And that's how that day went. I want to start going to the gym again because I'm feeling kind of skinny. So there's this gym that I was looking at that's a relatively close distance to where I'm living right now that I wanted to go to. So I'm gonna check that out probably today or tomorrow. I guess I should say what day it is. It is Friday, June 21st. I think my last one was it 4 months ago? I think my last one was in like February or March. Damn, it's been a while. What else? Anything else worth sharing? I think so. There's definitely some other things. I've been playing lots of chess recently. Last year or like 2 years ago, or like there's a big chess boom around the time when like Queen's Gambit came out. And I tried a couple times. I was like, yeah, sure, it's great, it's fun. But, oh, excuse me. I don't know if you just heard that burp. That feels weird. I feel like I still have like something built up here. It's bothering me. But now the last like week or so, I've been getting super, super into chess. Like I wake up, I do chess puzzles, and then I do my work, I do whatever throughout the day, and then at the end of the day, I do more chess puzzles, then play like 2 or 3 games of rapid. I've been having lots of fun playing chess. Like the first couple of days, I was like, man, I'm really, really bad at this. Like I was feeling horrible about it because I'm like, I know how to play this game. Why am I getting absolutely destroyed? Like I dropped down from like, I think I was like 400 elo because like back when I was trying it out, like around Queen's Gambit time, whatever, big chess boom, I went from like average or like whatever you start at, like 800 down to like 400, and then I just didn't really play much. And now I went from 400 down to like 150, I think was the lowest I hit like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm like, wow, this is frustrating because I'm just like seeing things that are, or like I'm not seeing things that are so obvious. Like I'm like, oh, this piece is hanging. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna attack this. And then he takes my queen, and then I was getting so frustrated. But then yesterday I went on a, not like a good win streak, but like I was doing good on my puzzles. I was succeeding on the puzzles that I was doing. I won 2 games. I played 2 games. I won both. I looked over both of them afterwards. I'm like, I didn't blunder too many times. I blundered like once in both of them. I made a bunch of mistakes, but that's okay because I'm bad and I'm getting better. But I've been having so much fun playing chess. I also made this list yesterday about what things that are important to me and like hobbies that I'm doing. So I'm gonna read off a couple for like, I don't know, just because I want to. So what is important to me / hobbies? Learning is important to me. I love learning new things, improving at the things that I do. Those are 2 things that are super important to me. I really love learning languages. I love skateboarding, cheerleading. Video games are great. One of the most important things to me, just like overall, and something that I've thought of a lot over the past year, is like artistic output. Anything that you can do where you can express yourself, or maybe artistic expression. Ooh, artistic expression, that's a better way to put that. That was squeaky. I'm not going to erase that on the desk because that would probably make this camera shake and it would be unpleasant. Artistic expression. So like, I don't know, just any way that you can express yourself, like through either like obvious examples like drawing or singing or acting or writing. But then there's other more like not vague, or I don't know how to put it, but like one example that I'm thinking of is skateboarding, because there's so many different kinds of skateboarders, and you can be like, you can ride super like weird and quirky and be silly with it, or you could be like super technical and like by the book and like try to get every trick down perfect. And there's so many different methods of expressing yourself, which I've learned is, or not learned, but I've discovered is like really important to me. And that's another reason I like these journals, because it's just a way for me to express myself, which is really nice. That's that little tangent. I really like any way that you can express yourself, and I think everybody needs some kind of outlet like that, where you can just take it your way, you know? What are a couple other things? My friends are really important to me. My family is really important to me. My physical health is really important to me. I wrote fitness, but I think physical health might be better. Because I don't care if I'm like super fit. I just want to be healthy. Physical health. Linguistics is super important to me. That kind of ties in with languages, but it's kind of different, because linguistics is like the specifics and the in-depth and the science about languages. And then when I have languages written down, that's just like learning Japanese, learning Spanish. So kind of different. That's why I separated them. I wrote down chess because I've been playing a lot of chess recently. Whether that carries on in the next couple months, who knows. And then I've been watching, I wrote down Pokemon because I've been like getting into Pokemon kind of recently, or been trying to, because one of my friends is really, really good at Pokemon. Both like the trading card game and like Pokemon battling. I think it's like called VGC or something. He's really good at that. And like, I really, really like Pokemon. I've liked Pokemon for so long, but I'm like not good at it. And I recently started playing through Leaf Green, because in the past I played like Fire Red a lot. So I'm like, you know what? This time I'll play Leaf Green. And I'm really struggling. I'm having a really hard time just like playing the game normally. And I'm like trying to use strategies and plan ahead for like the future gyms, and like trying to look up like good Pokemon to use, like their overall base stat, whatever, and like good move pools, move lists, or good moves to use on specific Pokemon. And I've been struggling. I've been having a really hard time. But I've been having a lot of fun with Pokemon too recently. And I think I read off everything that I have here, but there's probably a couple other things. That's why I just have this list open beside me, because like if I'm working or just watching something on YouTube or just doing whatever, then I can just look over and just do a little bit of scribbles just to write it down so that I don't forget. But yeah, no, that's a lot of what's been going on in the past. Right now, I'm just kind of, as in not like this current, present, instant moment right now, but like generally, like past week, next week, whatever. In general, right now, I'm just kind of hanging out, just kind of working, skateboarding every once in a while, hanging out with friends, playing some Super Smash Brothers, doing stuff like that. And then in the near future, I want to continue doing the things that I'm doing. I want to continue working. I want to continue learning my languages, all that kind of stuff. But I also want to go home just to spend like a couple weeks with my family, gather up all my stuff so that I can bring it to where I'm living now. And then, another thing is me and a friend are apartment hunting, and I've been having a lot of struggles with that, because the two biggest things that I have, or I guess stipulations or whatever you want to call it, the two most important things for an apartment for me is location. It needs to be really close to the university. And two, price. It needs to be relatively cheap for the distance to university. And the reference is the dorms that I was living in last year were about $1,300 a month, which is really, really expensive, but that was offset by the fact that it was like a 5-10 minute walk from the university. And thankfully I didn't have to like pay for that out of pocket. I'm just dealing with student loans for stuff like that. But the convenience is really important to me, because when I have my motivation problems, because I have silly little mental health issues, silly little problems, I'm gonna put this way so I don't hit it again. It needs to be convenient or somewhat easy for me to get to the university. But the person who I'm apartment hunting with he also has like similar wishes. Like he also wants to be close, decent price based on the distance. But his mom has been very involved in this process, which I wouldn't mind if she wasn't such a stickler for little things. Like one thing that she's really, really against is basement suites, which sucks because those are the only places that are like close to the university for a good price. And so that really, really sucks. And she's been like finding places and recommending places for us to stay, but they're all either like really far, given that they are really cheap. But if they're like on the complete other side of the city and super duper cheap, then that's offset by like, I don't know if offset's even the right word, but it's like either super, super long transport, which I'm going to be on campus like every single day for most of the day, or except like a couple days of the week, like 1 or 2 days of the week where I think I only have like one class, but I'm still planning on sticking around for most of the day. But like if I have like a 40-minute long bus ride, or like I have to transfer buses and do that, then that's a long portion of my day that's just gone. So the biggest thing for me is just how close it is to the university. I need it to be close. And like, it's been kind of frustrating. I think I've left him on delivered for a couple days just because it was really stressing me out. But I was going to respond to him before this, but then I forgot, so I'm probably going to do it sometime later today. But right now I'm really torn on like still apartment hunting, or if I just want to go into dorms again, because I did apply to dorms for like a backup plan, just in case this did fall through. But I want the apartment thing to work out, because this friend, I was roommates with him last year, like in dorms. And so like, I know we're compatible to live together, like it's fine. But it's just, it's such a headache right now. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully the apartment thing works out, because I don't know how, like if it doesn't work out, I don't know how I'm going to break the news to him that like I am going to go to dorms if it does fall through. Because I don't think he applied to dorms. So then he would have to figure something out on his own, which I would feel really bad for just kind of leaving him on his own like that. But I guess that's one thing that will kind of solve itself out as it goes, I suppose. He should be coming down sometime this week. I think he said this weekend actually, so maybe like over the next couple days. And then we can discuss things a little bit easier then. But for now, that's a big headache. What else? I feel like I need to make up for the fact that I haven't done one in over 4 months by like prolonging this, making it even longer. But like, I know I don't have to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like looking around as if I'm gonna see some like visual indicator of what else I should talk about. Maybe this is just like the socially anxious person in me, like avoid eye contact. Don't make eye contact when it's silent. Yeah, no, I guess that's it for now. I'll leave it at that. It's Friday. Weekend's gonna be great. I'm not gonna work. Because I like set my own hours. I work whenever I feel like it, however long I want. So that's really nice. That's really convenient. But with my motivation issues, that it doesn't exactly work out. But I'm adjusting. I'm slowly. That's why like last week when I was like, I'm gonna work for full 40 hours, 35 to 40 hours. Then I only worked 11. That's partially the reason I was down on myself last week. But this week I like set better expectations. I like spoke to my therapist on Monday, and then I'm gonna talk to him again next Monday. And he was like, yeah, try working only 20 hours. And I'm like, okay, I couldn't quite do that. I didn't do any work on Wednesday. But I did like 4 hours Monday, Tuesday, yesterday. I'm gonna try to do 3 or 4 hours today just to hit like 15 hours. Which has been a lot easier and easier to manage, and I've had motivation, so I've been able to actually work. So, yeah, hopefully things work out. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'll try to do another one tomorrow. If I don't do one tomorrow, chances are I'm not going to do another one for a while. That's just how it is. Don't attack me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not even the messenger. I am the problem. Okay, but that's it for today's journal. Have a wonderful day, night. afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Be nice to people. I will hopefully do this again soon. Bye-bye.